Welcome back to Combat Mission Cold War, A False Hope. Here is a high-level view of the map at the start of turn 9. On the left, the green infantry has reached the edge of the wheat field. In the middle, Aguayo's platoon is in the first house. And on the right, mortars just fell on the Soviet sandbag position, and 2 light machine gun teams are going to try to finish them off. Continuing with the action on the far right, the last surviving soldier for 1 light machine gun team tries to get into grenade range, while the other team provides covering fire, but he gets gunned down. Meanwhile, the HQ team crosses the open ground without casualties. On turn 10, the crack mortar team fires again at the sandbags. I'm developing a significant new respect for sandbags. These Soviets would have been broken at this point if they were not in the foxholes. Before the mortars start landing, the HQ advances, but they take a casualty from the back side of the map, and then the remaining light machine gun team takes a casualty from long-range grenade launcher fire. A 3rd light machine gun team moves to cross the open ground and gets blasted by a 125mm HE. To the middle. I need to show the order for this team. Rush behind the house and then throw smoke onto the road. It is frustrating when you think CM will perform one way, but the software does something different. As you can see, the squad makes it to the action square behind the house. Then they go to perform the smoke command. The soldier pulls out a smoke grenade and throws it into the back of the house. And the second grenade also. There's a Soviet AFE covering the road, and I cannot afford to lose an entire half squad to enfilade fire, so this squad goes left towards the trees, and my 50 cal team gets hit with sniper fire. Because the first smoke order failed, this HQ unit comes to the back of the house to throw another smoke grenade, this time aimed at the road section behind the house instead of next to the house. Of course, they also can only seem to hit the broad side of a barn. In the wheat field, I'm adjusting some units to the right, hopefully in cover where CC can't see me. On the far left, half of the infantry spreads out to get away from the artillery I'm expecting to fall on the ridgeline, while the first of the teams sprints out into the open. What I didn't realize was that Chirat Imwe was a green infantryman in the U.S. Army.
The Force is with me, and I am with the Force. And I fear nothing, for all this, as the Force wills it.
Maybe I've been doing this all wrong, and I should just walk my men slowly forward. For 2 turns, Chirat walks forward, dodging machine guns and grenade fire. Here's the map at the end of turn 10. One other important development is that CC adjusted his tanks. His rightmost tank is area firing my right rather than watching the ridge where my tank has popped up. And he pulled another one back and is moving it to my far left. Orders for turn 11. On the left, instead of going to the trees, I'm going to push this infantry squad to the crest of this hill. It isn't as important to advance on this side right now as it is to just stay alive so that CC has to keep troops over here. On the far right, things are just bleak. In the middle, I'm going to continue to advance behind this small ridge and try to cross the road to get to this dead ground. I'm sure grenade launcher teams will be able to fire into this space, but it's better than 125mm HE, and eventually CC has to run out of grenades. The fighting intensifies in the next turn, so I will end this video with a spoiler of what happens next.